Hi, we're here at the Florida RV Super Show. So we are here to give you all the insight on some of the models, a few of those, but mostly the people here, the businesses that are making your life easier when you're on the road.
And safer.
And safer, definitely safer.
We have began a new era in solar installation. We're going to we came up with a new business model. We're going to do what do you call it?
DIY solar camp.
DIY solar camp. And basically what that means is if you're a DIY guy or girl and you want to, you want to have a big system, but you've got questions, or there's, you've done a lot of research and you don't know if you have all the answers that you need to pull the trigger and get it done, then a mentored install is what we're offering. We'll guide you through the install. You're still going to install it, but we're going to make sure that you make the right choices on what you get, where it gets installed, how it gets installed, so that you don't do any damage to your rig and you end up with a professionally self-installed system. So, you want to add anything?
Yeah, so we're basically partnering up. We're teaming up, myself, my husband Pete, who's over there. So the three of us will be business partners in this new adventure, which, so we named the business RV Upfitters, and for short it's RV Up. We kind of felt like it was really catchy. So you can find us on Facebook, /RV-Up. So that's kind of going to be the handle for us, and we are actually really, really excited for this DIY camp to be able to help people have their own systems, be able to have the knowledge and the pride of doing it themselves, and more importantly, a safe system.
Right.
Nowadays, unfortunately, there's just too many installers out there, not to kind of put it out there, but just unfortunately not installing stuff that's correct, and it's just a big fire hazard. We've seen it firsthand. This past year has been nothing but reinstalls. So we're excited to be able to help all the DIYers out there and make it accessible. More about the camp is, so it depends on the system. So right now we have 4 packages of our own. We have a minimum AC and an all-day sun. So those are more of our smaller type packages.
Right.
So those ones will require at least a week. When we move up to the Max or an M3, which is our big dog, as I like to say.
It's like 1,400 pounds of equipment.
Yeah. But actually, more or less, the Max will require at least 2 weeks, and the M3 is probably going to be about a 3 week.
3 weeks.
Maybe even 4, depending.
Yeah.
But we are going to be offering this opportunity in March. We teamed up with a Sun Outdoors community in Jacksonville. So we are going to be hosting 10 RVs for this camp. So this will be our first kickoff. And we're starting at about $4,000. That'll include your site fee, wiring, switches, fuses, stuff like that. The only thing that it does not include is your equipment. So batteries, MPPT, solar panels.
Yep.
All of that. So that'll be something that we will also have specific batteries that you must have, as well as certain equipment as well. But we'll create those POs for you, and they can order it.
I'm Janice. I'm with TireMinder in Valterra here. I'm here to display our new CarPlay TPMS system that we have available. Launched it back in September of last year. We were the first to come out with a smart TPMS, and now we're the first to be compatible with CarPlay. If you have our smart TPMS system already, you are already compatible. As you can see, once it connects, you'll see our icon on your CarPlay. You'll simply tap it to get to your screen. Once it's all set up, this is how you'll see. This is a 4-tire setup that we currently have. What happens is, take off the transmitter.
Possible tire leak has been identified.
And it gives you an audible alert. The great thing is that it's CarPlay and it's on your smartphone as well. And as you can tell, the adapter gave an alert as well. So you have like a 3-part system. You put the transmitter back on, and then you go back to normal. You just acknowledge it and you're back to normal. In addition to that, we have our air compressor, TireMinder air compressor. So if something did happen while you were on the road, you have 60 feet of hose, you have a digital pressure gauge, and it is very silent. Oh, hold on. There we go. So this will keep you safe on the road.
So GasStop is a 100% shut-off safety valve in case of a major leak. You also can do a minor leak test with it, and there is a little pressure gauge. So with the gauge you can actually see when you're running out of gas. And it works like there is a little ball bearing in this device, and it's we built the product on a flow rate, not on pressure, and so it always works. We are not relying on a spring. So what you have to do is actually attach the gas stop to the cylinder. You have to attach the hose to the gas stop, and then you open the cylinder, you prime the gas stop 4 to 6 times to get that ball bearing in the device. Then the gas is flowing. If you have a major leak, then it will shut off 100%, and you will always be in control of the system. If you want to do a minor leak test, and that's very easy to do, you've traveled a lot, like 200, 300, 400 miles, and you want to know if your gas system still is okay. You put the gas stop on the system, you attach the hose, you prime the gas stop again, and then you close the cylinder. Then you trap the gas into the system. When there is no leak, no minor leak, even a pinhole you will pick up, the needle will stay at the same place. And as soon as the needle drops, it will show you have a minor leak. So that's what GasStop actually is and does.
The install is very easy and takes about 1 minute to 2 minutes tops.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Eric Carter. I'm with Battleborn Batteries. And in front of me here, this is one of our new products that we just launched. We actually showed it as a prototype last year at the Florida RV Super Show. But this is our LPP 6500. So the LPP stands for a lithium power pack. And ultimately what we've done is we've created a power system with the same dimensions as one of the most popular generators in the RV world. That's the Onan 5500 watt output generator. So what we've done is we've sort of taken the hard part out of the equation here. We've done the majority of the wiring of this system for you. So inside this box, you're going to find 2 of our 12 volt, 270 amp hour game changer lithium iron phosphate batteries. We've paired that with Victron's equipment, which we feel is the best in the business. That has the Multi Plus 2 inverter charger, which will power the panel in a 50 amp coach. This also has a 120 amp internal charger. We've got a 70 amp MPPT smart solar controller from Victron, along with a 30 amp DC to DC charger. We've got all the DC distribution set internally here, along with optional communication. And the best part is all these Victron parts and pieces will Bluetooth connect to your phone or tablet and allow you ease of use, ease of programming, and basically ease of viewing to see what your system's doing at all time. Once we throw a cap on this thing, the front is really clean. We've got easy and well labeled basically covers for these, where you're going to attach your AC input and output for your inverter and 120 loads. You're going to have your solar input for positive and negative, along with your DC to DC input that's coming from the starting battery and alternator of your vehicle. A handy disconnect switch so that you can shut the system on and off at your need, along with Cat 6 communication cables if you'd like to hook in an optional full color display to see exactly what's going on in the system. We've got a fan that's mounted here with some venting for ease of pulling the hot air out when this thing's really working hard, and a system that comes in right about 300 pounds and should fit in just about any space that's generator prepped in an RV. So this is the lithium power pack. It's available now, and it's something that you can look at online with us at battlebornbatteries.com.
All right, thank you so much.
Just to recap, price, and so this is everything but the panels.
Yeah, exactly. So this is really everything but the panels.
Okay.
So you make your 12 volt connection, your 120 volt connection, and we've done all that wiring internally to, kind of help demystify what goes where. So it takes a big portion of that install process out. Price on this is introductory price at $9,999, and we've got about a 6-week lead time for orders on these currently. I mean, there's a few aspects to it. So whether you're just, not the handiest person, you don't have the tools, you aren't comfortable working with electrical, or if you just don't want to spend the time installing a full power system. You know, I know for me, when I put my power system in, I had to give a lot of weekends up to get my van up and running. So this is something that takes you from really no ability to go out and boondock or dry camp to the full ability to go out, boondock, dry camp, and start exploring some of those harvest hosts. So this really gives you that ability to do so and do so in a quick manner.
So Lions premiered their new Paradigm floor plan here at the show, the 375 RD. It is 41 feet 9 inches long, so just under 42 feet. Height is 13.5. The dry weight is just under 14,000 pounds. It is an amazing looking rig. As you can see, there's plenty of room, plenty of all the Alliance quality is always in it. The large island, you got a pantry, you got the coffee bar right here going up. Alliance's large shower. I think they have some of the largest in the RV industry. Nice linen closet right there going back into the king size bed. You can get a queen if you want. Then of course the closet with the washer and dryer hookups. Just an amazing rig. So here's the Airstream Basecamp 20X, which is a unit we were looking at last year before we decided to go with the fifth wheel option that we ended up doing. But Airstream makes a great product. As you can tell, it's the REI version. The gear net up here for your stuff. Here's the wet bath, which wouldn't be too comfortable when you're doing full time in it. Then this goes down into a bed right here that will fold down. Have your gear locker down there. Gear locker over here. Here's the Lance Enduro. It's a small, I'd say it couldn't be much more than about maybe 15 feet. But it's gonna get you off grid. You got some small gear locker there. Wet bath. Ooh, tiny. Small little kitchenette with a hot plate, sink, space and storage down there. Got the Laguna table, which I'd imagine fits right here. So you can make this into a large, probably queen size bed. But you're definitely not sleeping east to west. So, small little, I'm sure that's a combo unit, heat and air. There's your refrigerator, the Truma cooler. That'll get you off grid, but it's very sparse. You do not have a lot of amenities with it. You're good. This is what a small RV looks like. So you got a wet bath right here. A small kitchen area right here. You got your fridge. And then you got a tiny living area right here. But it does get all the basics. Bathroom, food, place to sit and sleep. But it is tiny. So I have to apologize. I thought my mic was on. It wasn't on as I did this tour. So I'm going to do this as a voiceover. This is Storyteller RVs. Kind of their answer, their rival to the Earth Roamer off-road RV. So it's got everything that you need. As you can see, this is very well equipped. It's got a 2-burner induction cooktop right there with a nice cutting board that covers it when it's not in use. Large residential sink to wash everything you need. Probably a silverware drawer right there. A couple of nice drawers here with the handles that go flush when they're not out. And as you can see on the edge right there, these are all wood and dovetailed in. They're not going to break on you. Even when you're off-road, even when you're going over those bumps, these things are going to hold up. So, got 4 large drawers. Wish they were soft close. They're not, but I mean, you are roughing it. You're off-road, right? Here's your trash can. Big enough for 2 trash cans right there in the center. Here's your fire extinguisher. Step up into the large dinette at the back. But as you can see, there's plenty of room to sit back here too. You can probably realistically get about 4 adults around there. Here's a pantry. They have all their stuff for the show in it. But as you can see, it's a pretty good sized pantry when you're out there. Here's your breaker box. Pretty good sized fridge. With the solar, I would imagine your food and your water are going to be what limits your time off grid before you got to come back. Large bed. Don't know the exact dimensions, but I would guess it's probably about a king size bed. Wet bath, as most of these types of vehicles have. Your air conditioner. So this is what I'm saying right here. I'm about 5'10", and I have plenty of room. So I don't think your height, unless you're extremely tall, is really going to limit you. Except maybe going through this small trap door to get into the cab without having to go outside. Here's your main control panel for pretty much everything you have in the coach. A small window back here at the foot of your bed. Plenty of windows, plenty of light back here. It's a nice rival to Earth Roamer. Look at the size of the tires on this beast. There's not going to be much that's going to keep you from going. Large Ram, heavy duty, 5500, Rhino lined. Nice KC lights in the bumper, above the cab. So Storyteller's GXV, I'm going to guess that's Global Expedition Vehicle. wouldn't mind getting my hands on this, going out, going off-road, going off-grid for a little bit. Keystone RV's flagship brand, the Montana, has a new model this year, the 3623EB. The EB is for electric bike. The slide on the cam side has a dedicated storage area for your electric bikes. The ramp or the rack will slide out. You pull your bikes up on it, strap them down, push it right back up in, close your door, and you have a dedicated spot for your toys.
I think we're heading on just a little stay there. Okay. Something's coming to see you.
All right.
We'll do that.
Here we'll catch up with you.
You guys are here through Sunday? No.
Well, this is the end of the week for us here at the 2024 Florida RV Super Show. We saw so many amazing rigs, so many cool gadgets, so many accessories for your RV. Too many to put into a video. The video would have just been too long if we tried to fit them all in. But hopefully you found something that would make your rig safer, something that will get you out off-grid a little bit longer to enjoy your stay a little bit better.
And I think it's important too that you don't have to be looking for a rig to come to the show. If you just want to come and meet people, you'll meet everybody. You'll find every gadget there is available for RV life. You'll see some things you didn't know, and there's all kinds of events in the evening too to meet up with people.
Yeah.
So hope to see you on the road soon.
Yeah, if you see us, make sure you stop and say hi.